Provide you with updates on how things have been going so far this morning. This is my box to stand on, so I'm going to throw talk. I'm going to speak with confidence. Listen, I want to welcome members of our local press corps here. We're starting the 24 hours that we'll probably spend a lot of time with you that could extend into the next month. So welcome. I also know that we have a lot of members of the international press corps here visiting us in Fulton County today and through the election. So thank you for choosing to spend your time with us. We're glad to have you here. And if you have any questions or need directions, we're happy to help. Just to set the stage, Fulton County has over 800,000 registered voters. We have a county that's about 70 miles from end to welcome. I also know that we have a lot of members of the international press corps here visiting us in Fulton County today and through the election. So thank you for choosing to spend your time with us. We're glad to have you here. And if you have any questions or need directions, we're happy to help. Just to set the stage, Fulton County has over 800,000 registered voters. We have a county that's about 70 miles from end to end. 249 polling places today, nearly 3,000 volunteers. We've had early vote go on for the last couple of weeks. We've had record turnout, surpassing even presidential elections up until this point. We expect a record turnout today. I say that to give you context, particularly if you're not from here, to understand the complex logistical work that we do here in Fulton County to put this election together and execute it. Really pleased to say things have gone very smoothly to date. We expect that they will go smoothly today because we've anticipated as much as we can. But again, with such a large number of people voting, locations, distances, there's always the opportunity for things to not go as well as we want them to. But at this point, we're very pleased with how things are going. I'm going to let Nadine Williams, our interim director, come up and brief you on our start for today and to take any questions that we can help you with at this point. Nadine?
Good morning. It's okay. Good morning. So far, we've had a very successful election. We thank all the poll managers and all the poll staff and election department workers that have come out and make this happen. All locations opened on time. Before that, all equipment and all voting supplies were deployed correctly. We've had a very busy morning, but it's been a very successful morning. And we again thank all the poll workers and election staff that has come out and make this happen. If you have any questions at this time.
Who said when they went in to vote, they were told that they were registered in Marietta, which is Cobb, a whole other county, and they were turned away from the polling place. What happened there?
Right, the voters were not turned away. They were offered provisional ballots. We are still investigating that matter to see if it's an issue with the poll pad equipment, but it's under investigation. But there is a paper backup list that the poll manager is able to use and is utilizing at that site.
About how many voters are we talking about at that incident?
I believe it was 20.
Has that happened anywhere else besides?
No, that's the only report that we received in regards to that.
And then we got information that a Johns Creek poll worker was removed from her post following a social media post. What happened there?
What happened there was that we had, it was brought to our attention by one of her peers that there was a comment made during a poll worker event, and the peer also noticed some social media posts that the person had put online. They forwarded it to us. We sent that information to the Secretary of State's office to ask if this should be under investigation for concern. They looked at the social media posts and said they agree with the concern, and it's our decision to remove. So we decided out of the safety for the election, we decided to remove them until we can complete the investigation.
What was the nature of that post?
I am not at liberty to say, but we just want to make sure the election is secure.
Was there a threat about election security in the post?
Yes, there are some things in there that were not allowed. You cannot take videos or photos in the election. So that was what brought it to our attention.
And that's just, she's the only person, or is it a male or female?
It was a female.
That's the only person that's been removed today?
It was a mother and son.
What time did that happen?
That happened before the polls opened this morning.
Oh, about what time? Like
6:50, 6:45 a.m.
Excuse me,
Yes, ma'am.
PLC Alaska and from Phoenix News Media, you're the Solomon. Has there been any harassment or intimidation of election workers or voters?
We have not received any directly. We did have security check the facilities this morning, but we have not received any to my knowledge. But we have places, security rovers are on at every site trying to make sure everybody is secure.
You call them security what?
So, law enforcement, I'm sorry. Law enforcement officers.
Are at every precinct in Fulton County?
There are some that are stationed and some that are rovers.
So how many have been deployed?
I don't have the number, but I know we have over 249 sites, and more than half of them have an officer station.
What can you tell us about absentee ballots? We've had some concerns that people requested ballots and they never received them. How many requests did you get, and how many absentee ballots actually went out?
I do not have that number in front of me. Anybody that contacted our office and had concerns, we have addressed. But I do not believe we had that issue. I know there was a media report about 40 ballots at a nursing home. That was not a valid. That was not a valid complaint. There's not even 40 registered voters at that location. But I would have to give those numbers later this evening, honestly, because if their ballots are still coming in at this point. People have until 7 p.m. to return their absentee ballots. So we'll know the exact numbers by 7 o'clock today. Okay.
Thank you. If there are no more questions, just want to remind everyone that we will have a second media briefing this evening at 7 p.m. at the Elections Warehouse, which is located at 1365 English Street here in Atlanta. And also, if you need any assistance, please reach out to my office. Again, I am Regina Waller. Thank you.